Who would have thought that, hidden among Indiana's endless cornfields and long, deserted backroads, there are towns with names that sound like punchlines or even riddles. Yet, in the stillness and seeming isolation of these places, you'll discover stories that are far from ordinary. It's not about towering buildings or city lights, but about the quirky power of names, the fierce loyalty of residents to their roots, and the way these communities continue to exist in quiet defiance of time. Ready to explore Indiana's most hidden side? Let's begin our journey in Cannelton, a small town tucked in Perry County that once thrived thanks to its bustling textile industry and a river port that kept things moving. These days, the local economy keeps turning thanks to small, family-run businesses like auto repair shops, corner stores, and restaurants serving up hearty Southern-style cooking. One of the biggest events of the year here is the Heritage Festival, a beloved tradition where the town comes alive with classic car parades, lively marching bands, and booths packed with handmade crafts. Cannelton also has a special connection to Rossville, Kentucky, just across the river, via a bridge that still sees regular use by locals from both sides of the state line. Despite its modest size, the name popcorn once made it into the national spotlight when a popular snack brand adopted it, though none of the actual production happened here. There's no town center, no shopping district, but the quirky name popcorn is still fondly mentioned by locals. And yes, the road signs bearing its name have become a must-stop photo op for travelers passing through. Located in Lawrence County, Popcorn isn't technically a town. It's an unincorporated rural community with no official city status. Only a handful of families live in the area, tucked between rolling hills and wide fields that stretch for miles. Deep in the thick woods of Brown County lies a tiny, scattered community with a name that almost feels like a quiet joke: Needmore. It's not a city, not even a formally recognized town. Just a patchwork of homes spread across hills and farmland, connected by narrow, winding roads that disappear into the forest. There's no official population count, and you won't find any public amenities. No convenience stores, no gas stations, and definitely no service centers. The name Needmore seems to sum it up perfectly, a place that always feels like it's missing something, whether it's infrastructure, people, or simply attention from the outside world. Then there's Merom, a quiet town with roots that go all the way back to the 19th century. Once home to Union Christian College, a small but important institution in its time, Merom played a key role in education and religious dialogue during its peak. Today, the college is long closed, with its old building now serving as a local museum. Located in Sullivan County, Merom is home to only about 200 to 300 residents. Yet, the town still breathes with life during events like the annual Merom Chautauqua, where the community gathers to celebrate its heritage. And as a bonus, Merom boasts a stunning bluff overlooking the Wabash River, a natural backdrop that tells its own quiet story. In southern Indiana, nestled within Crawford County, there's a peaceful little place called Patoka. While it may not be famous in itself, it's known by association, thanks to the nearby Patoka Lake, the largest man-made lake in the entire state. Many travelers pass through this area on their way to explore Indiana's natural beauty, but the town of Patoka itself often goes unnoticed. There's no town square, no bustling streets, just scattered homes, secluded hiking trails, and a silence that blends into the forest. Patoka isn't a destination, it's more like a quiet passenger in the journey of the landscape around it. And then there's Solitude, in Warwick County, a place whose name could not be more fitting. This is as remote as it gets. Solitude isn't listed as an active settlement, and there are hardly any public services to speak of. Its few residents are scattered across farmland and low, rolling hills. Most make a living through corn farming, small-scale woodworking, or remote jobs done from home. Only one county road runs through the area, mainly used by farmers and delivery trucks, but rarely by anyone else. Solitude lives up to its name, quiet, undisturbed, and perfectly content to stay that way. Story is better known as a hamlet or small settlement rather than a growing town. It's located in Brown County, nestled among dense forests and narrow, rarely traveled roads. In its prime during the late 1800s, Story had a general store, a post office, a one-room schoolhouse, and a church. But all of that changed when the federal government built Monroe Lake in the 1960s. Most of the access routes and farmland were cut off, leading many residents to move away. With a population of around 700 to 800 people, Shoals is the kind of town you find after winding roads, far from the interstate, but still quietly welcoming. Shoals is a small town located in Martin County, southern Indiana. The town is best known for something unusual, Jug Rock, the largest freestanding sandstone formation east of the Mississippi. Shoals also once served as a center for gypsum production and had a small mining industry that supported the local economy. Every summer, Shoals hosts the Catfish Festival, an event that brings life back to its main street with a parade, music, and, of course, local catfish dishes. This one's a bit ironic. Monument City used to be a small town in Huntington County, Indiana, but today, it's no longer a normal town. It's a city lost beneath the water. In the early 1960s, the federal government built J. Edward Rausch Lake, a large dam that submerged part of the region, including Monument City. In the summer, when water levels drop, the remains of the town reappear: house foundations, crumbled sidewalks, old utility poles, even ruins of the school. That's the moment when this underwater ghost town seems to rise again, reminding anyone who sees it that this place once lived. Next is Wolcott, located in White County, Indiana, along the quiet stretch of US 4, far from the bustle of the interstate. With a population of around 950, Wolcott is a small town that moves at a slow, steady pace, surrounded by cornfields, old houses, and store signs that have lasted for decades. Wolcott's economy is supported by corn and soybean farming, along with a few small businesses like repair shops, family diners, and hardware stores. The community is close-knit, and the town carries the feeling of a past that never quite ended. One moment residents look forward to is the Wolcott Summer Festival, an annual event that brings the town park to life with a parade, music stages, rides, and local food vendors. In Harrison County, right on the banks of the Ohio River, stands New Amsterdam, a legally recognized town with a population of just 12 people, according to the most recent census. Yes, 12. It is the smallest town in all of Indiana. Founded in 1815, New Amsterdam once grew quickly as a river port, but disaster struck in 1937, when a massive flood submerged almost the entire town. Today, what's left is an old church, a tiny town hall, and a few homes still standing among memories. There are no stores, no schools, no traffic lights. Carlisle is widely known not for its tourist attractions or long history, but because it's home to the Wabash Valley Correctional Facility, one of the largest prisons in the state. This small town is located in Sullivan County, southwestern Indiana. With a population of around 625 people, Carlisle may be quiet, but that doesn't mean it's not significant. The prison plays a major role in the local economy. Many residents work as staff, guards, or support service providers. But beyond the prison gates, life continues like any other small town, with a local grocery store, an old mechanic shop, and homes lined up along the main road. Also in Sullivan County is Farmersburg, not far from the Illinois border. With a population of around 1,070 people, Farmersburg is the kind of place you wouldn't find unless you were looking for it. As the name suggests, farming is the heartbeat of the local economy. Corn, soybeans, and wheat fields stretch as far as the eye can see. The town has a small but active downtown, complete with a town hall, post office, the only gas station, and an elementary school that serves as the community's core. Farmersburg is also known for local events like its 4th of July parade and small ball games played on the same field for decades. Unlike many of the places on this list, Rossville in Clinton County is actually an incorporated town, and a proud one at that. With a population of about 1,600 people, it's still quite remote, tucked away from major highways and surrounded by farmland rather than traffic lights. Community ties here are strong. Many of the families have lived in Rossville for 3 or even 4 generations. The town supports a small school, a family-owned grocery store, an auto repair shop, and several dairy farms that fuel the local economy. Every year, as summer draws to a close, Rossville hosts its own little tradition, the Summer's End Festival. It's a heartfelt community event with a small parade, local music, and home-cooked food, an annual moment of celebration and shared memories. We end our journey in Medaryville, a quiet town located in Pulaski County, with a population of roughly 600 to 700 residents. Once a thriving hub for corn and bean farming, the town has seen its numbers dwindle as younger generations move to larger cities in search of new opportunities. Today, Medaryville's economy relies on modern agriculture, greenhouses, and a handful of small local businesses that still hold on. But what truly sets this town apart lies just on its outskirts, expansive peat bogs that provide a rich habitat for a wide variety of waterfowl. It's a hidden gem for wildlife photographers and nature lovers who come here hoping to catch a rare moment of life in the quiet wilderness of northern Indiana.